Good morning, everybody. We're just going to wait a few minutes for people to come on. Yes. I hope everybody has lots of water with them. You're going to need some water. There is so much ramping up right now energetically, everybody. And today, I've got my guardian angel John with me. And it's about that being awake, getting to that place of being awake. And it really is a choice. Hi, Louise. Good to connect with you. Hello, everyone. Post that. I'm just sharing the link to today's event out. Excuse me. Okay. Good stuff. Good morning. Are we ready? Awake. The meditation today is about being awake. And it's with my guardian angel John, who has been with me since I was probably born in this physical dimension. We've probably been together for many lifetimes. And he said it's about getting everybody awake, at least a little bit awake. The reason the starting of this event occurs with the 12 hours prior to the solstice of the 21st. And there will be an event also tomorrow as well, to this event as well. And on Monday and Tuesday, there will also be events for the energies coming in now for everyone to awaken, to go beyond their fear self, to release the ego. The opportunity to do this is very powerful right now. The opportunity here is to be willing to surrender your attachment to the body and the mind as being the sole source of your sense of identity, so that you can begin to actually function outside the framework of what you've been taught to think and believe is true. And so today is simply a letting go, an awakening, when you are free from your mind and body. And I mean free not in the sense of being separate from it, but in being free from your subjectivity to it, that you will find the process of awakening will become far more exciting and pockmarked with the proper questions instead of the emotional concerns that many of you have around this ascension process. It will be made fairly simple once you understand how to release yourself from the confines of mind and body. You are free then to operate mind and body in alignment with your higher sense of what you know to be true and what you know to be false. Thank you. Cool. So I hope we're all ready for this today. Here we go. So yeah, the meditation, when he said it's about literally getting to a place of being just awake, that sense of not like your physically eyes are open and you're looking around and you're feeling alert physically. This is different. This type of awake is like you are aware you have a body, you are aware you have a mind, you're aware you have thoughts, but you recognize that you are the operator of mind and body. You're not subjective to them. He says the challenge most people face today is their attention to their subjectivity, not their objectivity. For if any of you were to step back from many of the thoughts and emotions you were having, you'd recognize by the sheer nature of your ability to observe them that you are not in them, so to speak. As the observer, you have free will. As the subject of the conditions, you do not. You remain subjective to them. Cool. We can really pull in these higher vibrational frequency energies that are going to get really intense, like again, the next 24 to 48 hours as we move into the solstice energy, which is the beginning of the winter season and the end of the fall season, where things get locked in and go into a hibernation state. So literally aspects of the self that are ready to be, I'll use the term reborn, will do so over the coming 3 months. And so we utilize this energy in a very humble way, recognizing that we ourselves are not the existing power that gives us the life, but that we are in fact contributors and utilizers of this power in order to create other facets of its own expression than it will of its own accord. You have basically become the volition, the will of infinite intelligence. And when you understand this, you will be much more mindful about what you will choose to put your will towards. Put your will towards. Cool. Well, welcome everybody. Hello. Good morning. Hi from Botswana. Yes, lovely. Botswana. South Africa. Hello, we're ready for it. So yeah, this sense of identity that we have, the one that we're personally given, has potential to be very restricting, but also has the potential to be very liberating when you realize that you are the one that configures the articulation you are able to or not able to have through your body and through your mind. You as the awareness can do this, but you as the subject to your thoughts and your acquired and established beliefs, you do not have the objectivity to implement new ideas, new experiences, new frequencies in your life. This can only be done from the perspective of individualized will. And what I mean by individualized will is that your awareness recognizes the distinction between the being that you are and the construct in which you function through your mind and your body. So into this place of being aware, in that perspective, you then have the process called free choice and free will. These, again, must be chosen and maintained, for you can get distracted back down into subjectivity as easily as you can liberate yourself from it. This becomes something that cannot be done so easily as you gain a position in awareness where you recognize that you are the awareness, that you are not the thoughts, that you are not the form, that you operate and allow energy through them. And you can use this energy and this place of awareness to reorganize the system of information within this that you have acquired through your 5 physical senses. And it is through the deliberate reorganization of information and emotion in the system that liberates you to the position of free will, enabling you to create what you would desire to experience in this realm. But as long as you remain attached to ideas and thoughts of a specific nature, then you're bound by the specific nature of those particular thoughts and ideas. But you may change them at will at any time. There is a degree in the amount of effort required of changing an old belief and putting a new one in place. There is a difference in the amount of effort over time and energy being emotion. You may much more effectively change a thought pattern by changing the emotional energy you maintain in your system. For each emotion that you will allow yourself to give attention to has very specific frequency expressions. In other words, very precise and deliberate things can happen from certain qualities of emotions versus different things that can happen from different qualities of emotions. But ultimately, you still are in the position of choosing what emotions you will utilize to reorganize the condition of your mind and your body with. And it is that reorganization that allows you to communicate energetically the changes you need and want and desire in this physical dimension, including influencing and affecting the planet, the solar system, and the galactic elements. Please understand there is a perspective of awareness that is universal, that each and every one of you can become aware of again and partake in. And from the perspective of universal consciousness, the creation that can unfold from that level of awareness is very different than what can unfold from the level of awareness you have as a separate personality in that physical body. understand there is a distinction. The universal awareness loses its subjectivity to finite considerations that would restrict or inhibit it. For this infinite intelligence has no restrictions or limitations, but that you can impose them on it, which gives it the freedom to be limited and unlimited simultaneously. But your goal here today is simply to awaken the awareness, to awaken your awareness, to feel that sense of joy, that sense of freedom that comes to not being restricted to the ideas and thoughts that you've become so attached to as being the identifiers of who you think you are. Once you liberate yourself from those identifiers, then you begin the process of truly understanding that which you are and the liberation and the freedom you have in your creative expression here. It is important you understand that what you change internally is affecting the greater whole as well. Although it may be imperceptible when you change the scale of size, the perception of awareness, your awareness of the entire solar system, certainly changes your perception of the awareness of the planet, just as your awareness of a galaxy changes your perception of your awareness of a solar system. And depending upon the ability you acquire in terms of being able to liberate your awareness, that will determine how much influence you will actually be able to partake in asserting in this physical dimension. But fundamentally, it is important you understand that it is the emotional energy that you experience that you may utilize to create what you call good or evil. Emotional energy is what organizes thought into specific configurations. It is what organizes matter into particular levels of order in your body and in your social systems. These are qualities of emotion that organize your geopolitical and social systems, are based in qualities of emotion, energy, that is utilized by individuals and groups of individuals. The difference is those that are in charge of organizing these systems are more aware than those who are not. And so today is simply stepping outside your normal perception of what you think you are as a body, what you think you are as thoughts, and enabling yourself to simply experience the freedom of being aware without attachment to suffering, of being aware without attachment to the body as being the sole locus of your identity. It is through your awareness that you begin to liberate your creative power to an unlimited perspective, as opposed to the one you've acquired. You are born into this oneness, you will return to it. Your return to it can be one of choice or one of happenstance. Those of you that go simply by rote through your life, you will not remember that you are what you are not. You will not remember anything beyond the final identity you have unless someone awakens you beyond the form. But you must understand that you are this awareness, and that from the perspective of your awareness, you are absolutely free in the application of your will, your reason, your intuition, and your emotional energy. Deliberately creating. Okay, cool. Wow, so I hope you guys are ready for this. The meditation will last anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes. And again, we don't like extremely complex. We really like it to keep it simple. We don't like to make it complex. Breathing is not a complex function. Quieting your thoughts is not a complex function. Calming your emotions is a little bit more difficult. But each level, from body to thought to emotion, has a slightly different level of difficulty because the influence of one over the other is pretty much certain. The mind controls the body more than the body can control the mind. Just as your soul controls your mind more than the mind can control your soul. And you gain that knowledge and that awareness, you move into the creative process where you're no longer governing your creative process by what you remember or what you might fear. You're not living a past present. So again, we're going to keep it really simple. Some deep breathing, relaxing your body, giving your body complete and absolute permission to relax is really important. Your body needs to be given permission to relax. It's used to being on alert all the time for you, protecting you from potential dangers. Your body's your servant, right? So remember, be willing to deliberately let your entire body relax. So it's not feeling that it has to be on alert for this short period of time. And then you're going to do the same thing with your mind, getting your mind quiet. So you're in a thoughtless state, but a more heightened state of awareness. In other words, you will be able to perceive sounds and sensorial data much more acutely than you would normally. And the next step then is to release your attachment to what your sense information is, to establish yourself as the awareness of the being that is you, that encompasses thought within your awareness, that encompasses body within your awareness, that encompasses what you call life within your awareness. From the perspective of awareness, you may then begin to implement and effect deliberate changes in both mind and body. It is only from the perspective of conscious awareness that you can initiate deliberate changes in your mind and your body, and therefore the world around you. For once you can order the matter of your mind and your body, the organization of matter in the world is inevitable. It will fall in alignment to the vibrational nature of what you are being as an awareness. Thank you. We're going to take a couple of questions before we start the process. Well, good morning, everybody. By the way, I see more of you are coming up. So yeah, my guardian angel John, he said this is the simplest thing that has to happen right now, especially with this Aquarian door opening. Right, with this door in Aquarius opening, there's energies coming in here, highly charged fluid energy from source. It becomes, you can transform, use the word energy and substitute it for emotion. Energy is emotion in movement, right? Emotion, energy in motion. And we have a great opportunity now to begin to deliberately and consciously use these energies instead of the old model of the subjective self, the little personality trying to organize experience. Now let's take a few questions on this and go from there. Top chat. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm just going to scroll down here. Wonderful. So we'll have a couple of questions before we begin the meditation. So make sure you're going to have water with you. Please make sure you're going to have water with you. And that your body's not going to be disturbed for at least 5 to 20 minutes. It's important to make sure your body won't be disturbed, so it's just going to be able to relax and let go, and the sounds and distractions around it won't disturb it. It's important you let your body know when you tell your body it's okay to relax and give it permission to let go. It's also okay to tell it that you're going to handle all those sensorial things. It doesn't have to worry about that sound out there or that water running through the pipe. Once you let the body know it's perfectly safe, it will surrender. Once your body is quiet and still and safe, then we'll move up to the mind and have your mind get quieter and calmer and more peaceful, so that you as the awareness can make a distinction of vibration. Because when you start to quiet the body, then quiet the mind, you're expanding the awareness of self beyond the body and the mind. Because now you're relaxing the body, you're quieting the mind. And because you as the awareness are doing that, you expand, you liberate yourself from the subjectivity to the thoughts and the body as you expand your awareness, become more aware of them. Cool. So a couple of questions we'll take right now. Question from Lauren. Tomorrow is my son Sean's birthday. Is there a message for him? I don't know who this is, but there's this, I get this, there's little green, I don't know, the green being, but the color green is radiating from this being. Just below and behind his heart. Just below and behind his heart. To remember what is at the bottom of your heart. Remember what is at the bottom of your heart. The bottom of your heart is the place in which you rest your greatness. In the bottom of your heart. Look in the bottom of your heart. Is there another way that could be? No. They will know this if they feel our presence in the bottom of their heart. they will understand who we are communicating this to them, and also they will begin to feel free, the bottom of their heart. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lauren, and happy birthday to Sean. Question from Bethany. I have an energy disruption in my life, and how do I put myself in a position to be in a peaceful environment? This is a great question, and you're going to experience that today. We live right in downtown Toronto, so we get fire trucks going by quite often here, and they're just background noise. You train your body and you train your mind so that it understands it's perfectly safe at all times, even though somebody might be dropping stuff upstairs on the floor, somebody's nailing or drilling. Your mind and body surrender themselves to you when you've got them in a safe physical space. Even though there's noise and stuff, they'll surrender to you. So be patient. The minute you're repeatedly telling your body to relax and go deeper, every time you tell your mind to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful, you're asserting your will over mind and body. And in conjunction with your breath, which is a divine exercise of your consciousness, when you exert your breath over your body, deliberately and intentionally, you're asserting your divinity as an awareness over the body. So be mindful of that. In your breathing, you're asserting a right. The body cannot do that itself. The body cannot breathe itself in that fashion. It's organically wired to breathe a certain way, but only you as the awareness can assert a different pattern of breathing over the body. And once you have that perspective in being, you start to get free. Once you have that perspective in being, that's when you become free. Yes. Question from Tanya. My tongue always starts doing mouth mudras when the energy coming in through the root chakra gets really strong. Do I go along with it? Make the energy really... they're telling me before I even finish that, they're saying when you start feeling your tongue doing the mouth mudras, to take your tongue and put it to the roof of your mouth to complete the circuit. Put your tongue onto the roof of your mouth when those mudras begin to complete the circuit. Again, I don't know what that'll mean for you or how you'll experience that, but that's what they're saying. When your tongue starts doing those mouth mudras, put it onto the roof of your mouth. I'd be interested to hear what your experience is of that too. Let's see here. Bethany. Yes. Bethany, yeah, if you're in a really toxic environment, wherever you can find a space or go out, I know, I think you're in the Toronto area as well. You might find just go into the bathroom and close the door. You can always make a quiet space for 5 minutes. Once you understand this process today of awareness over mind, body, then you'll start to be able to approach the situation around you in a very different way. Because right now, the toxicity is being handled from the perspective of mind and body. And you need to handle the toxicity from a perspective of soul and spirit, right? Mind, body won't transmute the conditions. Soul, spirit will. Your awareness of energy can alter the energy of the situation in the environment around you. So the meditation we're going to do in a couple of short minutes will give you the experience of knowing the vibrational sense of being awareness. From that perspective, you can affect change over mind, body. And it's important you do. It's important you have this experience, that you are not subjected to it. Okay, we'll take one more question. We're going to go into the meditation. Yes, I know. Well, question from Manoj. I saw my father in a dream, and I have been missing him since then. Please, could you bring any message from him? Yeah, he says, you're not missing me. You just keep thinking you're missing me, and so you're not feeling my presence as I would intend you to feel my presence. It is important, these dreams and this awareness of me is because I am actually with you. It is important you avoid getting into what you think you remember about our relationship and into the experience of our being together. Experience the energy of our being together. This will bring you closer to the truth of what it is I'm seeking to impart to you, to liberate your heart from that. You no longer need that. I don't know what that is, but he's saying that you no longer need that in your heart. Yeah. So when he shows up, like when he show up, because when they show up, the minute you give them attention, like and each of these guys, your guides and your angels and family members will show up to you in the way that you're able to receive them. It's so important. They can only show up to you in a way that you're able to receive them. Just like if I say the word ornithorhynchus to you, most of you have no idea what an ornithorhynchus is. Your brain can't respond or react to it. So you literally have to train your awareness to become aware of the vibrational energy that loved ones, your guardian angels, the ascended masters, the Pleiadians, whoever you're working with or calling in, they will present themselves to you in a unique and distinct way. And you want to become sensitive to that as an awareness. Again, coming back to that term awareness, becoming aware that you are not the thoughts, that you're not the body. You have thoughts, you have a body, and you can change both. And your experience of being changes. Yes. Especially when you start making the changes yourself. When you start making the changes in your mind and body, it really makes it exciting when you realize, wow, I'm no longer subjective to what I remember. I'm actually creating what I'm choosing consciously here and now. Cool. Thank you for that question, Manoj. One more question from Melissa. Is my mother or grandmother around me? Yes, your grandmother's more around you than your mother is. But the words "I'm not far" I get from your mother, but your grandmother's really right behind you, literally energetically behind you, as an energy. She's actually behind you. She looks over your shoulder a lot. She says, "I look over your shoulder a lot," and that's why you sometimes find yourself feeling like there's somebody looking behind you, because she is behind you. In your awareness, you know when I'm with you. Yeah, old things. She says, I'm here because you have to remember certain, she's saying old things. I don't know what that means. Old things. There's certain old things to remember. Not that they are old, but they are, they're important for you to be able to stay strong now. It's a foundational thing, something that you learned from her that's foundation, to remember something foundational that she taught you, to remember it now and begin to use it. Cool. Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Farvadiva. Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Question for the Buddha. I once saw a large lifelike size of a green Buddha in a forest during meditation. Could he please tell me where that is? The first words that leapt into my mind was Vietnam. This is in Vietnam, where you had an astral encounter with Buddha, but it's in a physical place. But you met in the form, in an astral form there. Something about the emerald. You need the emerald. Something about an emerald you need to put over your heart. He's saying be mindful of the emerald over their heart. The instruction will continue. He's saying the instruction will continue. And this is in relation to the energy of whatever this emerald is that they're showing. It's like a long emerald that you wear over your heart. And that the lesson will continue, the learning will continue. Something will continue once that energy is in place over your heart. The material simply represents the conceptual. You'll understand this. The little breaths. Also saying it's important to remember your little breaths. I don't know what you mean by that. But he's saying that. Remember the little breaths. Remember the little breaths. I have no idea what that means. Interesting. Okay, so let's get ready for this meditation. So remember, awake. This is really about awake. The term awake. Awake. Be awake and aware. And again, the meditation will last anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, depends on where John wants to take us through this process, and the other beings, the guardian angels that you work with, will have other elements involved as well. So be mindful and open to the expanded state of your being, as opposed to the contracted state of your being as just a body and a mind and a collection of emotions and thoughts. You are the creator of energy, the changer of energy. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that, Fardima. Okay. Excuse me. Just want to clear my throat. Very talkative. There are some beings here that yes, some of you have Archangel Michael with you. Master Jesus is present in this as well. Something about Rosemary being present with us. I don't know who that is. Yes, so those whom you need for this portion of being awake is who you will recognize. The goal is to not be attached to what it is you are going to experience, but to experience what you actually do. When your mind and your body are still in quiet and you are aware that you are aware, you will feel a subtle difference in the quality of how you perceive yourself to be. And in the awareness of that quality, you lift yourself up further. So be open to not being attached to what you remember or what you have forgotten or what sensations your body will try to bring your attention to. Rather, be aware of the awareness that you are being aware. Okay, so let's take a slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, give your entire body permission to relax, to let go, to turn loose. Breathe deeply again. Fill your lungs completely. Hold your breath. And release. Let your entire body relax. Give your entire body permission to relax, turn loose, and let go. And take another slow, deep breath and fill your lungs completely. Hold your breath. And as you exhale, allow the entire body to relax, to let go, to turn loose. Let all the tensions leave your face, your neck, your shoulders and back. Give them permission to relax fully and completely. And again, take another slow, deep breath. Hold your breath. And as you exhale, allow all the muscles in your arms, chest, stomach, and lower back to turn loose. Give them permission to relax fully and completely. Use your breath so that every time you exhale, you let your body go deeper into this relaxed state. Allowing the muscles in your legs, calves, thighs, nose, relax. As you exhale, breathe all the tension out of your body. Consciously give your body permission to relax. Give every muscle permission to relax. Feel them relax more. Give your entire body your permission to completely relax. And now move your awareness into the space in the middle of your head. Breathe your awareness into the space in the middle of your head. And very gently and lightly, as you exhale, exhale all of the thoughts, memories, and considerations out of your mind. Giving every thought in your mind the chance to be still and quiet. Use your breath to quiet the mind completely. Give your mind permission to be completely quiet and still. And as that continues to unfold, allow your awareness to expand so that you're surrounding the entire body. Your awareness expanding like a sphere to surround your quiet body and your still mind. Use your breath to maintain the silence and stillness of your mind and body. Deliberately using your breath to enhance the stillness of your mind and the relaxation of your body. Give your mind and body permission to relax more as you expand your awareness to surround 8 feet of space around the physical body. And just feel the vibration of the space around your body. Just become aware of the vibration of space around your body. And to this space around your body, think the following thought: I am energy. I am awareness. I am a vibration of love. Think that thought in your consciousness now, the thought that you are love, and feel the vibration of that word affecting your awareness. I am love. And feel the way space around your body and within your body responds to that thought vibration. I am love. It is what you are as awareness. And from this expanded state, you can communicate an intentional vibration of love into your body, into your brain, and into the space around your awareness as well. Use your breath to expand and intensify the vibration of love as you experience it to be right now. And as you exhale, expand this vibration to fill the space surrounding your body. From your space of awareness at this time, you have choice over what thought your mind will think and what actions your body will and will not do. You have choice from this perspective of awareness. And so we encourage you to consider the vibrational feeling you would experience right now if your life was as full of love as you could imagine it to be at this time. If your mind and body and the world around you were as love is as you understand it to be. Use your breath to intensify and expand your understanding of the feeling of love at this time. Use your breath to draw it in to your awareness, and use your breath to expand it out into the space around your body. From the perspective of awareness, you can change your past and how it influences you. You can change what creation will unfold in the future. You can alter conditions and qualities in the consciousness of your body with the use of your awareness and the qualities of emotion that you give attention to. Consider a vibration of love filling your body completely with your breath. And as you exhale, expand that vibration of love out into the space around your body. And feel what changes as you do this. And feel how you, as an awareness, are experiencing being aware. Can you feel the vibration of your awareness? What you are, the perceiver. Feel the vibration of your awareness in whatever way you can at this time. From a perspective of being aware, you may reorganize mind and matter deliberately. This is true and has always been true and will always be true. As awareness, you organize mind and matter from the perspective of awareness. From this vibration, you may be more aware of thoughts in your mind and activities occurring around your body, but undistracted by either, simply aware of both. From the perspective of awareness, you begin to find the freedom that you have been seeking. From the perspective of awareness, you are free. You're free to hear, to see, to know, without being attached to either of it, but being free to re-articulate your creations. Breathe deeply. Breathing light into your body. And as you exhale, expanding light around your body. Sensing and feeling your connection to the sun. Sensing and feeling your connection to the earth as awareness. Aware that you can sense the connection in awareness to the earth and the sun, to your mind, to your body, to the space around you. Just sense the connection that you have as awareness. And in your awareness of this connection, you may interact with and carry out changes in your experiences of time and space. From this perspective of awareness. From your perspective of awareness, you may change mind and matter. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to expand a little further and be aware of the sensation of your expansion. And as you exhale, bring your awareness back into the structure of your body. Bring your awareness back into the skin of your body and feel the difference. And then breathe again and expand your awareness out to the space around your body. And feel the difference with your awareness. When you are free to move your awareness intentionally, you are free to create deliberately. Just allow your body to feel the vibration it is feeling with you just being aware of it. Just be aware of the vibrational energy in the cells of your physical body. Just be aware that you can be aware of the vibrations in every cell of your body. Take a moment to communicate your gratitude to your body for being your servant. It will do whatever you think it to do. Whatever you feel is real, it will accept. Now move your awareness into the mind and become aware of the stillness in your mind, the space between thoughts, the past, the present, the future. Be aware of this space in your mind. And communicate your gratitude to your mind for being your servant. For it will think as you tell it to think, and it will remember as you tell it to remember. Now, sensing the energy around your body, sensing the expansion of your awareness in the space around your body, use your breath to bring all that energy into the body. Use your breath and draw all the energy that you're feeling around you into your body. And as you exhale, expand that energy back out again. Feel the way the frequency changes in your body as you get more deliberate and intentional with your breath. Now take a moment and remember what you are. Love is what you are as an awareness. As limitless being, love is what you are. Your mind and body are mechanisms that you use while in matter. Remember that. Communicate your gratitude to your mind and your body. Be aware of how it feels as an awareness to be expanded in the space around your body. Be aware of how it feels to become aware of the space within your body, that you can shift your awareness into these different perspectives. Once you're able to know you can shift your awareness from one point of time and space to another, you liberate yourself by increments from your subjectivity to the conditions of matter. And you begin to arrange deliberate changes in the expressions of matter. With time, this will be understood more deeply and fully as you enhance your experience of being awareness as opposed to exclusively being that body or those thoughts. Take a deep, slow breath and bring yourself back into this present moment. Bring your awareness of all that you've experienced at this time into your body. Breathe the awareness of your experience into your body and into your mind. Be aware of the difference in the quality of the energy of your mind and body as you bring your awareness back into them. from the perspective of what you are, you will organize matter and your experience of it very differently when you are deliberate and conscious. Just be aware of how the body and mind feels now versus a few minutes before. For it is your experience of matter when you interact with it more deliberately that enables you to know what your capabilities are to enhance and develop them further. And very gently just bring yourself back into this present moment. And very gently open your eyes, take a drink of water, and be very mindful of the change in the feelings in the cells of your body and in the quality of your thoughts. It's important that you notice the distinction. We already know what the distinction will be, but it's important that you experience the way in which you experience matter changing as you alter your perceptual perspective as awareness. From the perspective of the awareness that you are, you will interact with and affect matter very differently than you will while you believe that you are matter or thought. Yes, thank you. Oh, excuse me. Wonderful. Okay, thank you for that. So please leave your questions and your comments about your experience in awareness, because the opportunity for us to become liberated from our subjectivity to matter as this being the source of what we experience is really important right now. The energy is available for that and has been for several years, but now it's getting really, really heightened up. And knowing that what the world is telling you is true or false is not necessarily true or false, but what you can experience as awareness will reveal the truth to you. But please leave your experience of the changes you felt in your body and your mind as you went through this with us. What's important is, as an awareness, what did you experience? Did you become more calm, more focused, more present, more aware? How did you feel when you were becoming aware of the way the cells, and we already know many of you are feeling it in your hands and your arms and legs, the vibrational change in the frequency of energy that's around your cells. When you liberate yourself from being just body-mind, you move to a higher energy potential and you bring that down into matter. When you expand yourself into the space around your body, you incorporate a different frequency other than the one that's stored exclusively in your body, and you bring more energy to it. So please share your experiences with us. A question from Maths. Thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate it, Maths. Is there a message to me? Interesting. I'm getting the phrase, stand behind the bell when it rings. Stand behind the bell when it rings. And turn with it. Turn with it. I don't know if they mean you should be ringing a bell and standing behind it, but stand behind the bell as it rings and turn with it. I'm just asking these metaphors. This is yes. I keep feeling it's a physical bell. There's something about a physical bell you're supposed to stand behind, and that when it's ringing, you move in circles. You let that go out in front of you. You stand behind it, but you turn. Again, I don't know what that means, Mathis, but that's what they're communicating to me. Yes, thank you. Wonderful. Oh, you're welcome. We are at a very powerful time in our creative process as a species, collectively and as individuals. Most people are caught up in the vibrational energy of fear right now, not that they want to be, but that's what the dominant vibration is. In expanding your awareness like this, in becoming aware that you're not body, that you're not thought, that you are the awareness of them, and you can orchestrate different qualities of energy through them. That level of being awakened allows you to move into a more contributing role during this ascension process, right? Like all these ascended masters, these angels, these guides, these archangels, even some of our people from previous lifetimes that have joined us in this process of literally liberating humanity from the subjectivity that it has been stuck in with matter for so long. But once you start realizing you change thought, change emotion, you change matter. Very important. Yes, the emotion is the stuff. Emotion is the energy that comes from source. You can call it creator or God or great spirit or infinite one or high C, whatever name you want to give to it. This energy called emotion is what we create our good and bad experiences with. And so learning to work with the emotional energy deliberately, so moving into a state of joy, you affect a creative stream of energy that's very different than the state of fear. And we're getting lots of experience with polarity right now on the planet, ups and downs, why the markets are so volatile, why the climate is so volatile, because we've got all this polarity going on. But once you know, you can't serve two masters, you can't serve the left and the right, but you can align yourself to a vibrational energy that is the highest and best that you can allow yourself to connect to. Really important to really feel your alignment to your highest energy of yourself, your highest light. And that you have to be aware of that. So now you have a process today for getting your mind and your body still and quiet and expanding your awareness. Very simply, we like it simple. We don't want to make things complicated. It is not meant to be complicated. It is meant to be very simple and easy. Ask and ye shall receive. And understanding this makes it easier for you. So emotion does it all, folks. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So grateful you guys are play along with this. This is like when you learn to understand that you are energy. It's what you are. You are love. It's what you are. And you organize matter and energy. You organize matter and energy using emotion, right? You organize your experiences, all emotionally done. Cool. Thank you, John. Thank you, Kelly. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's wonderful. And again, each of us gets the level of awareness we're ready to receive. Your guardian angels, your ascended masters, the beings that you call in to work with you, whether it's Metatron or any of the beings from past life, Joan of Arc, any of the beings that you're choosing to work with, the Pleiadian Collective, the Divine Collective, the Galactic Federation of Light, whatever collectives or individuals you're working with, what's really important is that you learn to connect them vibrationally as opposed to conceptually. Right? Cool. Thank you so much. Question from John Drummond or John Diamond. Thank you, Michael. As a first-time visitor to your live event, I felt drawn here. Do you have a message that I need to hear? Thank you. Hi, John. Do we have a message that John needs? I don't know why, but they're saying allow your excitement to be free from your heart. Open your heart and let your excitement out, your light, like something to let out of your heart. But it's exciting, it's joyful, it's playful to let it out of your heart, to come out of your heart. Cool. That's cool. Thank you so much. And thank you for the super chat, Kelly. Really appreciate it. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I think we're gotten through all the questions today. That's really cool, guys. That is really cool. Yeah, let it out of your heart. It's just joy, John. Yeah, just joy. Let it out, whatever that is. And we have to let ourselves getting out of the body like that, getting out of your identification with the matter of body, mind, defining you is very uncomfortable, especially if you've been raised to believe a lot of really negative and uncomfortable things. It can be very difficult living in a mind and body that's been filled by this world with a lot of suffering ideas. But once you start to liberate yourself from them, you have a method by where you can literally step out of the house and do a spiritual cleaning on it, right? Which is what we're basically doing. When you expand your awareness, when you step out of your mind and your body, you start to experience your awareness differently. You start to experience yourself as being what you are, which is energy. And energy organizes matter, right? Energy organizes matter. Cool. Wonderful. And let's go over a couple of things. So to my Patreons, tomorrow, I'm looking so forward to our live event tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm doing a patrons only live event. If you want to support my channel, you can become a member. My Patreon page is one way to do it. You can also make a donation to my PayPal account, which is again on my banner of my YouTube channel. And we are a very powerful time in human creative consciousness. We've gone through societal resets. Science has not recognized the relationship of emotional energy to matter. Psychologically, they're just beginning to understand the concept of mind over matter. But the reality is that emotion organizes the conditions of matter, both in our body and in the space around our body. When you begin to realize that as a creator, as a creative awareness, you can generate emotional energies that can change matter, time, and space very rapidly. But you can only do that when you learn to step out of who you've been taught to think you're supposed to be. And the goal of this work that we do is to liberate as many beings as we can, light workers that are awakening, that want to move into purpose, into creative conscious co-creation with infinite intelligence. You need to know that you're awake and aware, and that you can alter time, space, and matter by what you think, feel, and believe. Thank you so much. You're welcome, John. That's great. Yeah, the Lyrans have been, there's just so many different beings from so many different realms here, and we're going to see so much unfolding. But please take this meditation, utilize it. There's just so many, the qualities. You sit with Master Jesus, or you sit across from Buddha, and you sit with these beings and their energy. You become really humbled to realize that there's so much more to what you know there is about life once you start to liberate yourself from what you think you know. You can never be free only knowing what you know. You can only be free when you start to know what you don't know. Well, guys, I'm so grateful that you came up. Everybody showed up today. I want to thank everybody for their super chat donations today. Really, really appreciate that. It helps to incentivize us to keep doing these works. So if you want to become a member of my Patreon page, you can go to patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, share the information with others. We are at a point where our existing paradigms of psychology and health are not up to the task for liberating humans on a scale that they're capable of being liberated. We are the creators of matter, time, and space. And science is beginning to now look at the possibility that we are organizing matter from a very different perspective of being than what we have traditionally thought we were, right? Thank you so much. I'm just going to scroll down here. Wonderful. This is great. Oh, you're welcome, John. Remember, everybody awakens and unfolds as you give yourself permission to. When you give yourself permission to expand your awareness into the space around your body, when you give your awareness permission to give yourself to expand your awareness to feel the vibrational energies of the sun and the earth and the trees or the galaxy, and you start to expand your awareness, you have a different set of energy and consciousness available to you to create in this dimension. Anyway, I want to wish everybody a wonderful, a joyful day. Thank you, everybody, for participating. You're very welcome, Louise, Patricia, artist girl, wonderful. And my patrons, I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. for our special Part 2 healing event with the Masters. And again, I want to say, everybody, thank you so much for your time, your energy, your patience, and your focus. Have yourselves a wonderful, a joyful day, and we will see you on Monday on Shortcuts for Your Soul. Bye for now.